Okay. The algebraic method gives you the answer in reduced fraction form. If you throw this into your calculator, you're going to get negative 0.429 or 428 ... because this is an irrational number, right? If you look on Desmos, though, you can't tell that that is an irrational number. It looks like 0.429. So we use our technology to check our work, but we do not rely on the technology to give us the exact answer, right? So where's my notes here? Here we are. If you did it correctly, the common denominator or lowest common multiple was the product of those two. If you move things carefully and paid attention to the negatives and what cancels, what doesn't cancel, there should be three unique types of terms: a constant, a quadratic, and an x. However, the quadratics cancel each other out, leaving you with 7x plus 3 equals 0. So the exact answer is from the algebraic method. This is the approximate answer. Yes, sir. No, because you should have done it in class. It is available to you in PDF form online. We're going to keep going. Okay, example 3. In example 3, two things I want you to notice, because this is what's going to trip you up on a test. Look at the denominator. Right now, they look different. However, absolutely, I can factor out the 2. So this is going to be x minus 1 minus 2x equals x plus 1 over 2 bracket x minus 1. So rather than having two unique denominators, I actually have two same denominators with an extra factor of 2. Right? So I'm going to multiply everything by 2 times x minus 1, not by x minus 1 times 2x minus 2. Before we keep going, what's my restriction? Just 1. Yeah. The other thing I want you to watch out for is when you put everything to the same side, x over x minus 1 minus 2x, when you bring this piece over, the negative is on the whole thing. X plus 1 over 2, x minus 1. Okay, a lot of students will move it over and leave it like this. Right, and when you do that, it looks like this negative is only touching the x, but it's actually touching the whole fraction. Because when we move it over, we change the sign of everything that comes with it, okay? So just be careful there. Again, I'm going to pause, and I want you to simplify this algebraically. Multiply everything by the lowest common multiple. I'm going to give you a head start, and I'm going to start writing what I have. So your first term should give you a 2x. Your next term should give you a 4x squared. This is after you've distributed. So go through, cancel out the denominators, then go through and distribute. Look for like terms that we can put together. I'm a visual learner, so I like to use colors to identify my different parts. I then rewrite the equation from highest degree to lowest. The other thing I'm going to mention is when you have a leading coefficient that is negative, multiply everything by -1. Change all the signs. Negatives are a pain in the butt to deal with. So we want our leading coefficient to be positive. And this will allow you to factor much simply. So again, two numbers that multiply to 4 times 1, which is 4, but we'll add to -5. What two numbers suit that or fit that description? -4 and -1. However, I have a leading coefficient of 4, so I must divide both of these by 4. So my factors are going to be x minus 1 and then 4x minus 1. So my solutions are x could be 1 or 1/4. Now I do my checks. The first thing I do is check my restriction. Do I have any violations? Yes, I do. I cannot have one, so right away I throw that out. The other one I just need to check. Okay, so I'm going to put this into the original equation, and this is going to get really ugly. So what I'm going to do instead is use 0.25 and just use a regular calculator to solve this. So I'll do 0.25 over 0.25 minus 1 minus 2 times 0.25. 0.25 plus 1 divided by 2 times 0.25 minus 2. Okay, you're going to put this side into the calculator. You're going to put this side into the calculator. And if you do it correctly, you should get -5/6 for each one. Again, 5/6 is an irrational number. Or sorry, it is a rational number, but it's one that continues forever and ever, right? So if you were to do this in Desmos, Desmos would give you a completely different, not a completely different answer, but a rounded off answer. Right? So x divided by x minus 1 minus 2x x plus 1 over 2x minus 2, close bracket. Okay. I can see I have an x-intercept right here. And it tells me that my x-intercept is 0.25, which is exactly what we got. So Desmos gives me the same answer. I'm just going to say Desmos here. So my solution is 1/4. Okay, your homework is on the next page. Your quiz will have one of these questions on it. I would start on this page while you are in class. Do question 4 while you are in class.